It is hot. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be doing some first impression-ish kind of stuff. I got some new makeup. This one is from Wonderskin, which they were so kind and sent me a PR package full of their best sellers. I also got some stuff from Sculpt New York. They just came out with some concealers, and this is a brand I've been wanting to try for a long time now, but I just haven't done it yet. But once I saw that they came out with concealers, I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it a go. So yeah, let's just get to it. Okay, so real quick, starting with the complexion, Wonderskin sent me their, it's a Miracle 8-in-1 Hydra-Gel. It's just a facial moisturizer, but it's really, really nice. It has this really beautiful, like, spa kind of scent, and it's this really awesome blue color. Since it's a gel, it absorbs into the skin really quickly, and it doesn't leave any sort of like greasy, overdewy residue. I think this is going to be really good for people who have a little bit more of an oilier skin type, and also a really nice daytime moisturizer for the summer months, so it doesn't feel too heavy, and it wears really beautiful under makeup. I think it's a really good product. Okay, so I'm gonna hydrate my lips before I go in with some of the other products later. So this is the Lip Rehab Therapy Oil by Wonderskin. If you're not new here, then you know my thoughts on lip oils, but if you are new here, I'm not the biggest lip oil person. I think that they just kind of like dry out my lips. I don't know, they just don't feel as nourishing. But I will say that this one's pretty alright for a lip oil. As a person who doesn't like, if you like a lip oil, you're gonna love this, but as a person who's not into lip oils all that much, I do find that it does have like a thicker consistency, kind of like the Clarins lip oils. And it does have like a nourishing element to it that a lot of lip oils just don't have. It doesn't have that, like, it's just like sliding over my lips and then just like drying into the ether, leaving my skin like wanting more moisture. So it never really feels like that. But yeah, it's fine. I wouldn't go out and purchase this, but if you really like lip oils, then you would probably like this. So we're gonna go on to the brows due to how the application process kind of goes with this next product. This isn't something that I would actively go out and buy, like, whatsoever. But I only accept PR from brands with products that I know that I'm going to use and love, and I can like happily recommend to people on the internet. Or if I'm genuinely intrigued, and Wonderskin is definitely a brand where I was genuinely intrigued when they reached out to me and I saw their products, so I was like, oh, that's a choice. So we're gonna start with brows. I think Wonderskin's whole shtick is like long lasting, but like looking natural. So they use a lot of stuff that are like tints or stains that just like really stay. And I can really attest that they stay. They stay. The first product is a brow tint. So this is called the WonderBlading Brow Stain and Go. So this is something that you essentially just like paint onto your brows, and then you wipe it off after a minute, and you're supposed to be left with like fuller looking tinted eyebrows. So I'm gonna do one brow so we can compare the result to my little Nike eyebrow. Okay. So I tried this the other day and it wasn't too crazy, but you know, we'll see. So I'm gonna start like more towards the arch here, because I think that's where I want the most pigmentation. Also, they sent me this shade Brunette, for anybody that's wondering. This just seems like a product that like, it could go in either direction if used improperly. So you're supposed to paint it where you want the stain to be, and you're not supposed to see any skin, so it's really intense looking. Oh god. It's just like, I think this is cool in theory, but I feel like if you don't have the most like nimble hand, this could go pretty south pretty quick. But also, it could be good for experimenting with different brow shapes, possibly, maybe. Okay. So that's pretty structured looking without the possibility of getting too harsh. So I'm gonna wipe this off in like a minute. Okay, so how you're supposed to remove this is with a damp cloth, or like a tissue or something like that. So I just dampened this little thing here. And this is why I'm going in with this before I do any other makeup. Because it's just like messy. Let's see. See if it comes off my skin here. Okay. I mean, it's not terrible. It said like the longer you keep it on for, the more pigment you're gonna have. So yeah, I mean, I would say, zoom in. I would say that my brows do look darker and fuller. I surprisingly like it. I don't know. What do you guys think? I can't see this being like something I'm doing every day. Like I can't imagine like doing this in the morning when I'm half awake, getting ready for work and having a good result sort of thing. But like, I still think it like works really well. So those are the brows done. Yeah. I think it looks really natural and really nice. It's not as like blocky and potentially like Lego brows, like 2016 pomade brows that I was afraid of. But yeah, I think that looks really, really nice. Okay, so let's get into Salt New York now because I'm really, really excited. I've been wanting to put this stuff on my face for a couple of days. So this is genuinely like a first impressions of the product. I recently just came out with a concealer and I purchased N11 because the other shades, they seemed either too, maybe they would lean too pale or too peachy for me, but N11, that seemed like it had almost like a light olive undertone. And so these are balms. This is known for like, it's very lightweight, kind of like no makeup, really hard to like mess up makeup. And so the way I am with balms, it's like I either love it or hate it. Like there's never any like mid type of reaction for me when it comes to balm like formulas. Like the balm formulas from Merit, don't like them. I don't like the blush. I don't like the bronzer. I don't like the lip oil, anything like that. But the balm formulas from Tower 28, amazing. I think they're literally perfection. So I'm really hoping that this gives me Tower 28 vibes. So everybody that likes the same type of makeup as me really, really loves Salt New York. And I was essentially waiting for them to come out with something that was a little bit higher coverage in the complexion product because the foundation, it just seemed like it would be too light coverage and kind of like, I don't know, like I would go through it too quick. So I'm really happy that they came out with a concealer. But anyways, so I picked up kind of like a contour color. This is called Taupe. I picked up a bronzer. What's the name of this? Oh, I got light medium in the bronzer. I got N11 in the concealer, and I got Sunburnt in the lip and cheek color. I think for this, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with kind of the contoury shade first. I'm gonna go with the shade Taupe and kind of start patting it in the hollows here to kind of give myself some definition. Get the like 4 shades. I think each of these cost, I think like $16 or $17. And so if you get 4 shades and you bundle, you save, I think 20%, and you get this little travel case, this little compact that has a nice mirror and it like is magnetic. It's really, really nice. So I'm just patting that in. It's very sheer, but it doesn't feel sticky. I was afraid that the non-foundation complexion kind of products would be sticky, but it's not. So I feel like this is really, really easy to use for people who are like maybe just starting out or want like a light look. This is kind of like perfect for travel, not gonna lie. And that's kind of like why I was eyeing it up. I really wanted something that I could just throw all together and it be like super compact and not take up a lot of room in like a suitcase or something like that. Because I do have some travel coming up soon and I don't want to worry about my makeup taking up the bulk of the room. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with light medium in the bronzing and kind of take that higher up. I bought the bronzer as well so that I could mix it in with like my blush if I needed to, if I wanted it to be like a more earthy, like darker tone. Slash if I get other blushes in this formula if I really like it, if I ever want to like change it out. Okay, so this is really, really light, but it's really pretty. This is definitely not for people who want like full coverage. And that could also be the brush that I'm using too. I'm using the Pro Foundation 47 from Sephora. And I'm not being like the most careful with this application because I'm gonna go over it with the concealer. And I'm not sure how high coverage this concealer is yet, so we're learning together. So touching this concealer, you can see, I don't know if you can see on camera, like just how glossy that kind of goes. Like once the product is kind of disturbed. There's a lot of emollients in this, so I'm just gonna kind of put her on my face here. Oh, that just blended in. I wonder if I take like, I'm gonna take my little KVD foundation brush. There's like a lot of tug to it. So this isn't like sliding around my face the way I was scared it was going to. But it does have a lot of emollients. I don't think this is something that I would recommend using with a sponge. But maybe if you had super, super dry skin, maybe a sponge would be, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. You just gotta like, everybody's different, so you just have to like try different things. Do like half of my face so you all can see like maybe some coverage level here. And don't be afraid to like really get in like where you bronzed and contoured because you want it to all blend together. I'm also gonna take like a little extra care around the eyebrows here. Make sure I'm not getting it into my newly tinted brows, slash there's no like stain up on my forehead being all obvious. Okay, let's zoom in. So this is without, this is with. That's pretty. Okay, so people have been gushing about this for like actual years. And I get it. I get it. I get it now. I'm happy that I waited to try it once they came out with something that was a little bit more higher coverage. Not that I need a lot of coverage, but I feel like with balmy formulas, I don't want it to just be like a little kiss of something because then it's just like kind of like smudging like something greasy all over your face versus like actually seeing a result from the time that you're putting on, from the time that you're taking to put on makeup, you know, like I get it, wanting it to look natural and like effortless and stuff, but at the same time, you also want some sort of result from the time that you're taking. So, you know, it's kind of like a push and pull. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's nice. Oh, and just a note, the lip oil is really sunk into my lips, but unlike other lip oils, there's still like a little bit of tackiness. And I feel like with other lip oils, when it gets to this point, my lips start to feel like kind of crunchy and dry, but not with this. So take what you will. I'm gonna go in with Sunburnt now. which is their blush. And I'm just gonna use that same brush that I used for my contour and bronzer. I'm gonna start up here because this is my favorite color to wear in the summer. I was so excited when I saw this color. And yep, that's pretty. That sure is pretty. Ooh. Lovely. What a beautiful, like, sun-kissed, earthy terracotta. Just enough red, you know? Like, this isn't orange at all. Like, this is definitely like a true sunburnt kind of shade. Wow. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Put a little on the forehead here. I wasn't sure if I would have to mix my bronzer in with this, but this is kind of perfect. Wow. I'm not even faking it. I swear to God. Like these products are beautiful. I was expecting to not like something and be like, oh, I wish I got this instead. But that's not the case, sis. Whoa. Wow. Salt New York. I can't believe I slept on you for like years. Wow. I'm obsessed. I'm absolutely obsessed. And now it's all just right here for me. Like at least 50% of my routine just covered in a palette. And I'm very anti-face palette, but like if you can build one yourself, ooh, 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 ooh. Hell yeah. Okay, we're going back into Wonderskin because they also sent me some of their lip products. So they sent me some lip stains, and these are, I think they kind of went viral there for a second. I've seen a lot of reels with people using these where it looks like that, and then you scrub it off, and then you have a stain for like literally forever. So I tried to use, what shade is this? XOXO. It's pretty light. And I'm not like I'm not a lip stain kind of lady because I have just chronically dry lips, chronically like kind of like crepey lips. But maybe that one was just too light. So I'm gonna give it another chance. I tried to use this the other day. And I'm just so scared. I don't wanna, you can always fix it, Kay. Don't freak out. So for science, we're gonna use, what shade are you? You're Whimsical. I think this is like a darker rose color. So we're just gonna try. So yeah, they're pretty moisturized, but you know, we'll see. Let's just do it. Okay. It's so cold. Okay. She's serving looks today. Horrifying. Let's just wait like a second. Just look at my skin. Wow. So nice. Let's try. I feel like this one was more successful, for sure. Definitely more successful. The color isn't bad. Kind of wiped away some of my foundation in the process. So, example of what I'm talking about when I say that I have just like dry patches on my lips. You see how it clings to these like kind of rougher, like these little spots? So it's, on me, it's uneven, but I feel like on somebody younger, or like you just have like, you're like blessed with like plush, constantly moisturized lips. and you just don't live in lip masks like me, I feel like you would like this. Like, obviously it works. And I've tested this on my hand. I put it on like during like when I was having lunch around like 1 o'clock one day, and then I took a shower around 7 o'clock at night and it was still on my hand, sort of thing. So it really does stay, but you know, let's zoom back out. It is what it is. I already knew that I probably wouldn't like that product, but I don't think it's bad. It's just like, not really for me. So yeah, that's the shade Whimsical. Kind of like a little popsicle lip. But some lip redemption for Wonderskin is their lip liners. Holy rip. Amazing. They're amazing. They're creamy, but they dry down, and these suckers do not budge. They don't budge. I'll do some swatches of the ones that they sent me here. This one is Blush. Okay. That's my second favorite. My first favorite is Saddle, and it's kind of like this brownie. There's Saddle. And then they also sent me Rosewood. That one there. And then they sent me, this is a really fun shade. This is Ruby, which is kind of like a plummy fuchsia almost. That one. I actually think this Ruby one will pair really well with my Le Fille Rouge lip palette that I have. I think that could possibly make some really fun lip shades. Yeah, so I'll leave these on my hand and then I'll go to wipe them off to show you just like how like budge proof they are, because it's so impressive. So I'm actually gonna mix Ruby, no, not Ruby. I'm actually gonna mix Blush and Saddle today, because I figured this would happen with my lips. This just kind of like made my lips look like kind of thin. So I'm gonna make sure I'm going with the right one here. I'm gonna go in with Saddle for around the contour of my lips. And these blend out. It's not like you put it down and then it's immediately like stained. And these are like a traditional, like you sharpen them kind of pencil, which are my favorite. I don't really like a retractable lip pencil. Oh, I just hate this moment here. It makes me look like my lips are so, like right here, makes me look like my lips are so chapped. I'm gonna go in with Blush. Just kind of blend that onto the rest of the lip. Kind of covering that stain up a little bit. Yeah, my lips feel like dry from that stain, but these lip liners are here to save the day. Okay, so that's the stain with some lip liner over top of it. And I feel like if I let this dry, that this would last a really long time. If you're interested in something with longevity, I don't really care about that, but these lip liners are so impressive. Oh my God. Like there's a little bit of smudging from Ruby, but that's because I put it on last, but they're so good. Okay, so it's really hot out, so I'm not gonna do any eye makeup. It's just not me today. It's not me today. But yeah, so that is some new makeup and some hits, some misses. Salt New York, just honestly, Salt New York just blew me away. I don't want to say that I'm surprised, because there's so many people that I really trust their recommendations that love Salt New York. And yeah, they were right. Of course, they were right. My skin looks great. I feel like if I was gonna go anywhere today, I would powder, because there is a little bit of tackiness, but it's not like slimy feeling. It doesn't feel heavy. And I feel like this is really like user-friendly. Like you don't really have to think about what you're doing at all when you're using it, which is great. I love that. I love that for everyone. I love that for me. Wonderskin, the eyebrow products, that honestly, I'm so surprised. Where is it? Where did I put it? WonderBlading by Wonderskin, the brow tint. I'm so surprised. I thought that I was gonna hate this the most, but I don't hate it at all. I just think that it's like more time consuming than is advertised, you know? Because you gotta like paint it on take the time to nicely paint it on your eyebrows so it's not looking all crazy. And then you have to like wait for it to kind of dry down and then wipe it off. Like it's a whole thing. But some people might like that as part of their daily routine, you know? But it's not gonna be an everyday product for me, but like I'm definitely gonna keep using it. Because this is definitely something that I never would have picked up like on my own. So it's so awesome to be gifted this and to like try something new and actually enjoy it. The lip oil is pretty good. Like I think it's better than most lip oils because I don't like lip oils at all. So if you really like lip oils, you'll really like this. The lip liners are 1000% a win. So creamy, but then they like last. They last so long. But the lip stain, not into it. I'm really not into it. It's just not made for me. I think this is definitely made for someone younger. For sure. Okay, so that is it. That's some new products. And yeah, some hits, some misses. And if you have any questions or suggestions on how to use some of these products, or I don't know, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!